Well, it's Yvonne here to do your What's Cracking reading. We're going to use the Good Tarot today for this reading. Thank you so much for all of your support, your beautiful wishes and your lovely comments. We have the Moon card flipping out on us here. So there's something about to be revealed here. Maybe you've got somebody or something around you that needs clearing up, but definitely feeling a reveal. Okay, is there anything else? Okay, I'm off from the 22nd to around about the 27th, 28th. My booking calendar will be open, so if you want to book in front of that, probably a good idea. If you're unsure how to use that or you have any difficulties, you know you can email me. Alrighty, I think that's everything. Let's have a look at what's going on. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups coming through. Now, interestingly enough, this sits quite beautifully with the Moon card flipping out. The Seven of Cups too can be about confusion or about not really seeing things as they are, like not having clarity. It can be about fantasy or it's sort of dreamlike state, but it's not always the most negative or positive, I probably should say. Sometimes it can mean that we're sort of deluding ourselves or we're creating something that is not there. And I feel like with that Moon card, there might be something that you are seeing a certain way, and maybe somehow or another it's going to be shown to you that what you're seeing isn't exactly what is going on. All right, so I have then the Two of Swords. So there seems to be some sort of decision that's coming from this. The Two of Swords, like I always say, is not the easiest decision. It is a decision that means either you're going to be cutting something out or speaking a truth very clearly. And I feel like here this is a conversation between two people. And I feel that as a result of that conversation, there may be some sort of truth revealed, and maybe it's possible that you could cut someone off here. I don't think you want to with the Two of Swords. It never is a card that makes me feel like people want to go ahead with something, but I'm feeling here something has to be brought to the limelight, and it could have something to do with a Leo, Sag, Aries person. But in saying this, this can sometimes be a manager or a boss or someone in a position of power for me. The King of Wands can be somebody who's very attractive, very forthright, confident. And because he's coming out here, it makes me feel like I might be speaking to some of you that need to have that conversation with a manager or someone who's in a position of leadership. You could be very attracted to this person. Maybe somehow or another something has to be clarified there. But there's definitely some sort of truth and a revealing of feelings. So I'm going to go one more. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands coming through. With some sort of message. Okay. So I feel this is some sort of situation here where you are coming head to head with someone, somebody that you've had some sort of idea or thinking. You know, it brings to mind, you know, a couple of times in my life where I've had an impression of someone, or I've had an idea of what somebody is like or should be like. And when I've got to know them, they've been quite a different person. And that sort of gives me that Seven of Cups, Moon energy. It's like you may be feeling a certain way about this person, and this could be them about you too, but something is going to be revealed here, and I feel like a very strong conversation is going to take place that's going to sort of clear that up. And it might be about clearing your own feelings up, but it could be this person clearing things up with you. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be, as I said, somebody that you work with. Maybe you have feelings for somebody. Maybe they have feelings for you and they're going to reveal that. But it could be the other way around, where you have been thinking they are feeling a certain way or you're feeling a certain way, and something's going to be straightened out here. So let's see what's going on. All right, so I have the Three of Pentacles coming through first. The Three of Pentacles talks about it could be something to do with your own employment. Maybe you've gone into partnership with somebody and now you're finding out perhaps there's things about them that you didn't really see before. The Three of Pentacles for me is a very strong card around what I see as a soul contract. So it's like a contract, a contracted agreement, and that could be in the logical real life. But for me, it often sort of shows this energy of some sort of bond you have with somebody. So, you know, when you meet someone and you feel like you instantly click, sort of that sort of energy here. So something here makes me feel that you've got a close bond, or you've recognized a very deep connection to someone. And I feel like it's coming out in the wash here. All right, so we have the Eight of Pentacles. See, I feel like it is work for some people here. All right, then we have the Hierophant coming out. Could be you work for a government department, large organization here, especially with the Hierophant here. But sometimes for the Hierophant, this can be about some sort of traditional idea of things. Let's get in a little bit more. All right, and then I have the King of Cups coming through. I honestly feel like you may be working with somebody that you have feelings for here. And I feel like here, especially with this Hierophant card, I sort of get this feeling that you want to perhaps follow some sort of idea or traditional way of doing things here. But it may be that the person that you're dealing with wants to be above board and wants to keep things above board. All right, so I have the Eight of Wands coming through with another King Pentacles. Oh, somebody's married here. Okay, because we have the Tower here. Okay, so I'm feeling here that this may be a matter of you perhaps sort of catching feelings for someone who may be already committed. If this isn't you and you're not talking romance here, it could be that you're dealing with somebody who is very practical and traditional, and maybe you don't like the way they work. And for some reason here, you may be challenging how this person works. Because I have the Tower coming through and then I have the Ace of Swords. So there definitely feels a huge truth coming through here. Lots of truth. And then we have that Moon card right at the end of the reading, which is quite interesting. All right, I'm going to just have a recap and I'm going to get a little deeper into this. All right, so we have the Seven of Cups, which sort of makes me feel there's some sort of energy of maybe you fantasizing about something or being confused about something. It could be, as I said, if you're working for somebody who has a particular way of doing things, maybe they are really staunch or strict in the way they deal with things, and you're finding that difficult to work with. And I feel like here you're going to be speaking up against someone. You're going to be speaking your truth. You're going to be asking that perhaps this person reconsiders the way they do things. And then here I really see this energy being cleared, a truth being spoken. It could mean that you walk away from a role, especially with that Two of Swords there. So whatever's going on here, there seems to be some sort of conversation and a decision being made in regards to someone who looks like a manager or a boss. Whether it is romantic or whether it's not for you, it seems to be that you are broaching a subject that may be quite difficult to broach. But I do feel here that it's going to clear the air no matter what. And I feel when I look at the energy here, especially with this sort of energy around, there's a lot of conversation taking place here. So I don't feel this is a sort of snap decision. I feel like you're thinking this through. But what I feel like more than anything is that you need to take sort of some energy off yourself. So it's burdening you here. And I do feel here with this Five of Fire, the Messenger of Earth, Page of Pentacles, there feels to me like it's time to sort of either walk away or engage. If this is a romantic situation, I think it will clear the air one way or another. It may be that you're fantasizing about someone and they're not feeling the same way. I feel like the person you're dealing with could either be married or an extremely traditional person, which makes me feel that they don't want to do anything at work, or maybe they don't want to take things further. But I do feel that this person also may have feelings, but just may not want to explore them in the workplace. All right, let's just have a little bit more of a look. So I've got the moon at the end here, which I always think is sort of quite auspicious when the cards do that. All right, so we have the 10 of Cups coming through. See, it's a happy ending no matter what. Okay, Judgment card coming through here with the High Priestess. Wow. Okay. Now, that High Priestess says to me, for some of you, you've had some sort of insight here that may be true. So it may be this person does disclose something to you and it will validate the way you're feeling. Absolutely. But it's almost like this whole situation gets a revamp. The Judgment card, sometimes when it comes through, it just makes me feel like someone's cleaning the slate to start again. So if you're having difficulties with somebody at work and you're at odds with them, I feel like the slate will be cleaned and everything will start new. If you've got a relationship or you've got a crush on someone from work, I feel like whatever way that goes, it will make the whole situation less, I almost want to say toxic. I don't think it's toxic. I think it's just tenuous or really tight, hot. It's sort of that energy of being under pressure all the time to be a certain way. It's that behaving sort of energy here, and I feel like it will clear that away. And even if this person isn't prepared to take this any further, it won't matter. It's the whole clearing of the air here, which makes me feel it will be better for you no matter what. I definitely feel it's something to do with work, and I feel that you're holding feelings regardless of what sort of feelings they are. You're holding feelings back because perhaps, let's read from this deck, perhaps you don't want to, perhaps you've been holding back not saying anything because you weren't sure if the person that you're dealing with feels the same. So we'll read a card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle here. I went through the other day and I thought I have so many decks. I have hundreds of decks and I tend to sort of stick to the same ones. And that one, oh, we have the card of fire, which is quite interesting because I feel like the person you're dealing with is a fire sign. So there might be a lot of passion here, regardless of whether the passion comes from frustration, anger, or hot feelings. Fire consumes anything that it touches. The flames remind us of the impermanent nature of reality and how situations can quickly transform into beauty or chaos, and that's perfect for that Seven of Cups energy. Fire is passion, and its dancing flames invite us to reach to the sky. Warmth and light are heavenly, yet too much heat can scorch us. To fully step into the energy of fire is to be utterly transformed like the phoenix rising from the ashes. That's why you have the Judgment card. So as I said, for some unknown reason, it will clear the slate and give you an opportunity to start again. I love it. So warm your hands and your heart by your inner fire. Let it burn away your hardship. Let it consume your pain and sorrow. Has life become too rigid, too cold, or too superficial? Light a candle or make a bonfire and toss it into the flames, everything that has become stiff and painful. Give it all to the fire for rapid transformation. Set your life on fire. So I feel like whatever this is, this conversation you're having is going to give you an opportunity to clean the slate and start again. And I feel like sometimes that's the way we need to do things, because sometimes we just keep pitter-pattering around it without speaking up and saying something. If there's something you need to say, I feel like that time is coming very, very soon for you to clear the slate. Regardless of the outcome, start again. So I'll leave you with that. Thank you.